Lifting family, welcome back. So I've wanted to do a video for a little while now, and I've been putting it off, and this video would mostly be on a video that I had brought up earlier last year where it was on feelings of depression and kind of coming out of that depressed state. And so with that, I wanted to just open up a little bit more, and I've felt recently that things have just kind of come on, and usually when my depression feelings come on, they come on kind of like in waves where there's been no major event essentially that's happened where I've experienced something, a major loss or something like that. I mean, we have had the the situations that's been going on since the early portion of 2020, but at the same time, I had things that were going on before that, and so that's something where it just kind of has felt like little bits here and there have kind of just added up, and what ends up happening is I just end up shutting down, and so that's affecting more than just me at this point. And so, with the help of my beautiful wife, I was able to find Cerebral, and I had seen some advertisements for it, and I wasn't really sure, especially just with being able to talk to someone, but it was less invasive to where I'm able to do a video chat, and if you don't want to do video, there's audio. But what I really liked was the intake questionnaire was just really, really validating in terms of they were asking questions that I felt like with my feelings of certain things where I just felt like, well, maybe this is just me. But with the questions that they asked, they really validated those feelings and just made me feel like, all right, well, other people are obviously experiencing this as well, because these questions are here for a reason, and they pinpoint some of the things that I've felt, and you're just able to kind of list those off on a scale. So this video is more of just like a recommendation that Cerebral has really helped me out, and I was able to talk to someone, and I was you're able to talk to someone that can prescribe medicine if you need to, and then after that you get to talk to someone that basically is more or less someone that can help you kind of just process your thoughts. Each session is a half hour, and that's something where you get to do a session with each month, and then obviously if you get medicine prescribed, then they would be able to offer that as well in terms of like giving that to you locally or shipping it to you or something like that. But it's just one of those things where I really like being able to talk to someone, and just kind of one of the other pieces that I really like is there's a chat feature that I like to just put things in the chat where I'm feeling something, where I don't necessarily like writing things down, but with the chat, it just felt like I can kind of list that off and mention that and process that as it's happening. And then it usually does take a couple hours, but someone does usually respond back, and it might be the coordinator who kind of helps navigate the process. It's more of like your liaison, and with them, they can relay that to the person that does the prescribing of the medicine, or they can relay that to the other person that will can offer you exercises and stuff like that. And if it is a rush thing, I believe they can also get you set up to where you can do an earlier appointment if you needed one. But it feels like this great support system that I've just needed. And I've been an anxious person a lot of my life, and I don't know why really, but I felt like this program has been just incredibly helpful, and so that's why I'm kind of offering this. If it's a 5-star review, that this is, but it's mostly just a recommendation that definitely reach out. If you're feeling a certain way, and it's just pretty non-invasive. You don't have to walk in somewhere, and I was really uncomfortable with the notion of doing something like that, but this would be my recommendation for Cerebral. And the liking, commenting, subscribing type thing feels a little bit awkward, but I guess if you're to like the video, maybe it's just one of those things where you like the idea of something like this, or you like that this is mentioned and recommended. As far as commenting goes, maybe you just want to comment with support. That's always helpful. I really appreciate that. And in terms of maybe you just want to offer some of your own thoughts, I'm not here to diagnose, obviously, but if you just kind of want to relay something, maybe you've been feeling a certain way and you're just more comfortable with relaying that in a comment, that's perfect too. And as far as subscribing, if more videos like this are essential, then maybe subscribe to the channel, and we can have a little bit of a support community in some way. I'm not really sure, but I just want people to be more open and able to discuss certain things and feel comfortable with talking about things like this, so that we get a lot less maybe pent up emotions and pent up feelings, and can start being honest with each other. So the last piece here is just closing out with the important piece, which is the keep pushing aspect. I say that because it's important to keep moving and to keep going, and I feel that when my depression symptoms come on, I don't want to move and I don't want to do things. And I think that the keep pushing, keep moving aspect is really, really important. So let's close this one out with, as always, keep pushing.